Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody. These readings are good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you find them in your chart. They're good for whenever, wherever you find them. Energy is fluid. It's always moving. There is no real such thing as time, just like there's no up in space. So take what you need and leave the rest. And check out your other signs because there might be messages in there for you. Hi everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. This reading is for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever you find it. Oh, we got some runes here. Ancestors, spirits, guides. What messages do you have for the Geminis watching this now and in the future? Kano, opening, fire torch. This is like the beginning of something sparked you. Okay, or maybe it isn't even just the beginning. It's the opening up of your heart space, of your passion space, of your inspiration, right? Something opening up to you, right? Very, very interesting. It's like something sparking your fancy. I'm hearing sparking your fancy. That's funny because sometimes I get that word for you. And I don't get that word for everybody. Is it just for my beautiful gems, right? Because you are so fancy. So there could be what's interesting too with Kano there is sometimes when there is one opening, there is another side closing. And Taurus just got Jero, which is kind of the two of these symbols kind of like Pac-Manning each other, and it talks about the harvest. So this is the initiation of the spark, right? But it's not like, I guess Anwes would be more the initiation. This is the opening up, right? It's the fire torch. It's like the thing that you carry around that lights up the space, by having this torch that you're carrying, like, modern times, the torch is flashlight, right? And you're carrying it around and you're shining the light on all of these things. Maybe you're shining the light on things for others. Maybe others are shining the light on things for you. Let's find out. Ancestors, spirits. For Gemini, we get the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Wow, the World in reverse and Judgment. What's going on here? It's like you're learning something about something and maybe you're understanding that there's a lot more to learn than what you thought, right? And it's like this little bit of information. There's very studious information, and then something returns and you have to make a judgment call on that. Like something maybe that you thought was over actually isn't over. It didn't reach its completion. It's coming back to you, and you're really taking a look at it, learning about what it is that you're seeing. Look, it has to do with something you've been working on. This could be your work itself. This could be a project that you've been doing, whatever you put your heart and soul into, spend your time doing to create something that can be replicated, right? You've had a lot of practice at it. This is the apprenticeship energy, especially with this Page of Pentacles here. It's like, are you going back to school? Are you learning something new? Are you taking a course in something? Did you realize that you had to put a little bit more work into something before you can finish and complete that? You're starting to revisit that now, or information is coming to you about that now that, and you have to make a judgment call on it. What did you learn? How does it benefit you to put more work and effort into this? All right. Sorry about that interruption. So let's find out what this is about. Page of Pentacles. What's Gemini learning? This could be also, sometimes pages are children. So it could have something to do with your child needing to learn a little bit more, right? That's not for everybody. For everybody is a learning experience. Ancestors, spirits, guides. What is this Page of Pentacles about for Geminis? Look, Knight of Swords. Yeah, information coming through. Very interesting too, because on the bottom with that was the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which is like stagnancy, not moving forward, right? And it's opposite, which could be you, right? Air energy, Knight of Swords, moving through, like, and information coming through and wanting to move very, very, very quickly. It's like as you're moving along at your slow and steady pace here, learning something in your studious energy, something comes through and that activates you, that gets you inspired and want to get moving. Just like Kibo here. messages coming through is a lot of communication, a lot of communication. And what it does is it allows you to understand what needs to be completed here. The world in reverse, what needs to be completed here. 6 of coins. Ooh, Emperor in the reverse, and my nose is really itchy. So that is somebody who set some rules that maybe take more than what they provide, right? Or like this is somebody trying to just keep control of a situation, right? It's that patriarchal archetype, the father archetype, when the father is like not, let's say like in control of themselves, but like that really like overbearing, tyrannical, controlling, you will do what I tell you to do kind of energy, but they really have no control of themselves, and they're not setting a good place for everybody else in the realm and their family and whatever it is. Take it how it resonates. This could be like anything from like a shitty boss to like a dictator in a government. This could be any of those things. So take it how it resonates for you, but it's like this feeling like you ain't never going to complete something because I'm going to take everything from you, so that you're constantly spinning your wheels and you're never going to get to the point where you're actually completing the task. You're actually graduating from the thing, right? And you're like being depleted by this, right? Which might be why you're studying notes or taking notes or learning to do something else, right? 4 of Wands under that. So a judgment call needs to be made. This is like a call to action, call to service, call to your soul's purpose. And things coming back to revisit you to say what needs to stay, what needs to go, what is completed here. Wow. Page of Cups in my lap, and no longer waiting for ships to come in, not letting those ships wait for you. It's like here you're following your heart. 2 pages, oh wow, on the bottom it's the Page of Pentacles again. The Page of Pentacles again, student energy, really learning and shifting your heart focus. These like, again, these could be childlike energies. There's movement coming through here, an opening that's giving you inspiration. You're letting things go, no longer waiting on things that aren't changing, aren't coming to you. Maybe you need to cancel an order of some kind. I don't know what that's just coming through across. Mundane but true, real, like in the real world, this happens. Making that judgment call, and then like apologizing who needs to be apologized to, including yourself. Being gentle with those who need you need to be gentle with, including yourself, right? Giving yourself that heart space. And it feels like, when you do this, when you kind of change gears and stop waiting for like somebody else's gears to shift. It's like if something or someone, there's a imbalance here. And you're really starting to learn about that imbalance and why it's in place and how it's keeping things from completing, keeping things from moving to the next level, keeping things from expanding out, maybe within you, maybe within your life, maybe within your workspace. Take it how it resonates. There's a judgment call coming through as to what needs to stay and what needs to go. And you're really doing this on an investment level within the self. What are you learning? How does this make you higher educated? How does getting back into the student space help you replicate the things you need to replicate, work the way you need to work, expand your horizons, right? And really like putting your nose to the grindstone, the student energy. You could be going back to school. You could be taking some sort of course, great course study. Maybe one of your children is, or let's say one of your children. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Whatever it is, it puts you back into a childlike energy where you are open to receive information, inspiration, and where you are opening that and shining that light on things for others. Page of Cups here, and lots of messages coming through. There's lots of communication, even if they're just like little bits of communication. With every bit of that communication, you're learning something. With every bit of that communication, you are loving something. That's beautiful, Gemini. Fancy. This is Ganesha. Ganesh, what would you like to tell the gems? Openness. Openness. Honey, you got to open up. If you want these gifts and treasures, you got to open up. You got to be open to them. If you want to learn this information so that you can level up and graduate to the next place, you got to open up. You got to be open to it. Okay? Just and not just being open to it, but let it be open to you, right? And that's what it is. But you know that already, don't you? Inner knowing. You already know. That's what's led you to this space. That's what's led you to this place. That's what's gotten you here. Good job, dude. This is Mike Dooley's Notes of Abundance from the universe. Ancestor spirits, what message would you like to leave Gemini with this reading? Ooh, it's not a matter of whether or not you can afford it, swing it, or handle it. It's a question of whether or not I can, and I can. The universe. The universe has your back. It's working magical wonders for you right now. And I can see that you're working for them for yourself. So stay open, okay? Stay open to the possibilities. All right? And when the judgment call arises, remember to keep your heart open to the love that's coming through and stop giving to things that take too much from you, okay? Because that's what's great. I think you're learning a lot about balance. A lot about balance. Student energy here. And who loves to learn more than a Gemini? Maybe an Aquarius. But I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. For remembering to like and subscribe if this resonated with you. And thank you for coming back and seeing us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.